These are those moments I don't think anybody else is going to forget.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Solid position there. Let's see if he gets spotted.
Oh, this is going to be risky for Keto, isn't it? And it might actually end up working out.
The mouse wheel.
Thought it was going to go okay, but it doesn't. Zen does get Keto. Now Big are going to have a bit more difficult time defending the site as Tizian hides inside of that smoke house. He's still alive. Off he goes. And can't get anything done. It was always going to be a rough position for him to play from. But now the rest of GODSENT will work their way into the site, and they do have to deal with Xantares, who is dancing around at the moment. Loses his closest teammate, but has the backup of Searson, who's found a headshot, but puts him down to a 1-on-3. Not a particularly easily winnable scenario here, Matt, but in the end he does his best and gets himself another frag still.
We got Maiden making his way forward. Keto actually doesn't spot Sticko there.
Yeah, very standoffish approach from both sides until Crystal actually just runs up towards that ramp side of the map and finds a pick with the MAC-10. Actually takes out Searson on the orb. You could see
draw a huge amount of attention coming out from Big on the B site. Now let's see if mid gets left open. Keto in a solid position, but needs to try to dance around the smoke here. GODSENT seem to be aware. Sticko, one bullet from death. Tizian able to bring some supportive fire, and that's actually going to be the mid player falling. Crystal, Keto just waiting for the perfect moment to make his move now, and it looks like GODSENT might just be completely gone. Well, okay, maybe not. Sticko.
1-on-1, Xantares down to half HP now. Sticko has all of the cards to play until Xantares does get back into cover. He's snuck across, and that's just enough.
Contest the amount of big utility that Big's working with. They're going to have to go for something a little more straightforward, probably.
Yeah, those long drawn-out rounds have actually been what GODSENT has been sort of favouring so far on the T side. Unfortunately, they've lost two early on in the piece. Sticko and Farlig already down here in GODSENT. This round is falling apart.
Just disruption there from tabseN, getting in the face of GODSENT before they can really make anything happen. And this is where you're starting to see Big really assert their dominance here on the CT side. A good mixture of counter-flash aggression as well as just a dry push from tabseN. Searson holding down an angle as well, and GODSENT kind of coming apart at the seams. They don't have the utility to be able to contest in the ways that they want to, and taking these dry fights time and time again is not really going their way at all.
This is a great round for Big.
Oh, yeah. The economy stabilizer, 5 alive at the end, and that is perfectly played.
See if he's able to punish a push here. Molotov does come in and flush him out, and Zen's copped quite a bit of damage. You see Searson now going aggressive, finds that pick, and he's able to get away with it as well. So GODSENT once again getting disrupted before they can perform this execute the way they want to.
Yeah, some solid timing on the aggression from Big again. Oh. Searson, timing not going to work out for him this time as Sticko gets control of short for now, but Xantares still here and waiting. tabseN fighting as well, finds himself the quick triple, and now it's looking a bit downhill from GODSENT again from here. 4v1, Sticko, what have you got for us, son?
Yeah, I mean, this is really starting to fall back on its...
Straight to the push just yet. Xantares looking to double up now, but Util going to be thrown in this direction. Maiden goes forward and manages to find the entry. Zen with the double, and this is going to be the A site found. 3-man advantage now. How do GODSENT convert from here?
That's just a lot of shots being hit on the entry from GODSENT, which is what you wanted to see from them quite a while ago.
Looks like Keto and tabseN are pretty interested in sticking around here. They've got so much cash that they may as well try and do something to disrupt GODSENT a little further, but the chances of that happening are fairly unlikely in a 5-on-2. Grenade to go through here. Shouldn't finish anyone off, and Crystal doesn't cop too much damage even from it. Let's see if tabseN can get rid of another 1 or 2 guns. There goes Madden, but Sticko trades him out.
Maiden,
yeah.
Well, there it is. Just like that, GODSENT with that T round might have gotten back into the half, although Searson put stop to it early here.
Well, it's nice to see them chip away a round or two, Mac, but realistically, you're looking at how good the economy is here for Big. It's going to be quite hard, but Maiden finally finding a little bit more success towards Scaffold last round and this round as well, creating some openings, and it seems like GODSENT aren't looking to slow down anytime soon.
I'm not sure that that's going to be the way that they really want to be going about this, because Searson and Xantares are still prepared for them. Counter utility being thrown in now for Big as well, and that enables the peak from Keto. It's just Farlig, and it went from an even situation to nearly an unwinnable situation in the space of 15 seconds. Not even that. Let's see what Farlig can do. 1-on-3, nothing. Keto is too sharp.
team, and the duels aren't going in their favor. It's just really not working for them. The run boost, I think, across there does catch Keto off guard, so that's a nice one-man advantage there for GODSENT.
Nate comes through for a quick trade, though, and that's going to be some big damage. tabseN going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere at the moment, so might be able to fight his way out, and he almost does so. Zen going to be spotting them in, tagging him away, just spamming him down with the Tech 9 CSGO.
That'll do them a world of good. Xantares is already on his way back over to A, but does he expect Crystal so close? Well, the util is thrown, and that gives away Crystal's position. Good trade, though, comes through from Stego. And so GODSENT into a 3-on-2. TiZian, bit of a danger man at the moment, though. So is CSGO, to be fair.
It's going to be difficult for Big to complete this retake. Only have the Molotov to be relying on, and GODSENT setting themselves up in pretty good post plants with a man advantage. Counter flash ready from Stiko as soon as that bomb is tapped. There it goes.
Maiden falls. 2-on-2 situation. Stiko very low. CSGO, he's gone for the scope. It's the one-man swing. Stiko unable to go for the trade just yet. Cover is there. TiZian figures out the direction he needs to look and holds it down perfectly. That is amazing.
Big, again, it's the counter flashes. It's the timing pushes that have worked out. One-man advantage for them before GODSENT can even really get into the positions they desire.
It's a nice spot for TiZian to play as well, but Farlig is aware of it still. He'll have more to deal with, and CSGO is apparently a little bit too much. He's unfortunately not going to have a real impact on this round because everything's going on toward A. And just again, Maiden, a 1-on-4. How many times we've seen a 1-on-4 or a 1-on-3 for GODSENT to try and negotiate in this half? I'd say at least 5 times now. And from that kind of a situation, it's unlikely you're going to find a round. He does get the better of Xantares. Maybe Maiden can make this happen, but he's running out of time now and needs to get this next kill quickly. Can't quite secure it, and that's 11-4. Big secure. A very good half on Vertigo CT side. Creeps up close next to the crane, and tabseN will have to be wary that he doesn't lose his head here. He's the player with a lot of the utility. Here we go! And, well, now he doesn't have a head anymore, nor does he have any utility.
That's full information, and you're seeing now Big just rerouting straight into this bomb site onto Zen.
Oh yeah, solid position though. Nice headshot found, but it's going to be traded through quickly. Man advantage still for GODSENT on the way in, just trying to deny the cross now. Everybody facing as one. Couple of binks coming through. TiZian looking sharp, but unfortunately can't get more than the single. Stiko
try to keep tabs on things themselves while they reroute back towards the other side.
Farley, nice pick initially. Nade in the good position too. That's some free damage onto TiZian. tabseN unable to find the entry there. And so GODSENT again have this man advantage to play around.
Well, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Crystal's just keeping an eye on the A ramp for now to see whether or not anyone from Big is going to pick this up, but almost gets punished for it. In the meanwhile, TiZian has also found himself a frag and another one. Well, we're into the B bomb site here for Big.
Yeah, TiZian's done a fantastic job there. Creates a lot of openings, applies that utility pressure to pull the rotates, and in the meanwhile, Big's just picking up the pace over towards the... oh, I thought they were going to the other side of the map, but actually, TiZian's just called the rotation over.
Yeah, straight through that smoke, no problems at all. tabseN cops a lot of damage. He's the one with the bomb, needs to get that planted down, and will with the cover of TiZian. So just 10 left alive.
Going into an anti-eco, threatening a very, very sort of one-sided scoreline, getting close to match point. That's not where you want to be for GODSENT, so we're looking for their recovery in this next round.
Looking to send it in this direction.
Yeah, Mac 10 for Keto. That'll be the weapon that's sent first, I was going to say, but Xantares actually with the AK decides to challenge initially. Still, that'll be picked up by Keto, so no harm, no foul. Crystal!
All right.
Drive-by with the 5-7, and all of a sudden it starts to look a little bit weaker for Big. They've lost players all over the place. Couple up toward ramp. Bomb is now dropped on the A bomb site, and it's just TiZian left alive. And, well, he has been sharp here, but not sharp enough. 14-8, GODSENT win a critical round.
We'll find out in a moment. And Stiko, the aggression does not pay off. A 1-for-1 in this situation is not good enough.
Out on an island there with no utility support.
That can be quite dangerous. Giving an AK over to the T side, you know how much work you can get with a single weapon. Now they've got 2, they have the Galil there for TiZian. Timing is not good for him at all, and he's run over by Tizian. Keto also catches Maiden on his rotate into the bomb site, and it's just a couple of players left here for GODSENT. Spam through the boxes. A couple of shots do connect with Tabson, but it's a wooden spoon prize at this point because I'm not sure that it will amount to a whole lot.
Oh.
1-on-4 here for Crystal. And he's going to pop a flash down for himself, but can't really get a whole lot done. And that is map point now achieved for Big.
Really been rooting for some underdogs here in ESL Pro League, but I guess this might be a bit more of a return to normalcy.
Oh, yep. And Zen looks to try to put a stop to that. Nade around the corner, no insistence here as well, but Tabson going to drop the full grunt of it and a headshot to boot. So that's going to be bomb on the ground now. Searson just wants to try to retrieve it, and he's not able to trade, so Zen, again, just dominating mid. And GODSENT.
A missed ground?
Yes.
It's where something random happens that isn't usually representative of something that should happen on a done round.
Ooh.
Sure how much damage he'll be able to do here. Oh, a couple of players, and if he throws that grenade, it could work out. Not quite, unfortunately, but a chance for another one there for Keto. Perhaps they just want to get things over and done with. Xantares has already gained a lot of control up towards this side, but his position was spotted by Crystal.
Nice.
Flashed then in by Stiko. Just good teamwork.
Yeah, that's done perfect work. Keto's actually going to be spotted, but Zen goes forward instead, just trying to stand in the smoke as cover, waiting for Big to wrap around, and now might be able to perfectly time this one. Only get a single, though, as Tizian comes in with the cover. But GODSENT just rotating straight back as well. Solid positions on the site. Tizian trying to wrap this one open as, who's that Maiden? Just going to be dancing around the smoke. It's a matter of timing, though. Gets back to default. He's going to be doing big work. Sticko on the Deagle keeps this one alive for GODSENT. One bullet onto Tizian is all that he needs to connect, but Tabson, unable to convert this time. GODSENT with another.
You've lost privilege.
He's not paid enough to talk to you, unfortunately, Max.
Look, I'm pretty valuable on the ears, you know?
Yeah. See if Sticko's pretty valuable on that all.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of GODSENT players on this site, by the way.
And there's a lot of util as well from GODSENT available. So counter utility is going to be a problem that Big have to deal with. They're throwing their own in now, but Sticko posted on the line. He'll actually fall to Tizian. That's a good start for Big as they work their way in. Xantares trades down. He's got a second onto Maiden. This might just be it unless Zen can stand up tall, and he does. Right above the smoke, catching the kill onto Keto. A 2-on-3, but Tabson and Xantares low on HP. Bomb plant will go down. It's at the cost of Tabson's life. Zen! He's going insane at the moment. Xantares the last alive. Deagle in hand. And now it's Xantares into the one-on-one.
3 HP and a dream. Can he get it done? It's been stuck completely, and GODSENT send us all the way to the end of regulation after a stunning. Well, men of many talents. Let's see if Sticko is going to be mollied out. He will. Smoke has to be invested now, and at least the cross will be here. Maiden needs to hold it, but he's actually going to leave Sticko for dead at the moment. Nade comes through. Keto disregards it completely. What's going on there? They've just...
the one way.
Thought it was dealt with already. Missed opportunities. GODSENT now able to potentially fight for goes through, gets another. That's nuts. Flashes for himself now. And he's literally playing for himself at this point. 5-on-3. Big. How do they deal with it?
They got to turn around. Another one of these disadvantageous situations, but they haven't been doing that since the start of the half. He's trying to go hero mode, Tizian, but now it's a 2-on-1 against Zen.
I mean, he has kind of cleared out the bomb site enough that Big can, if they get that kill onto Zen, start to walk their way in. Farlick does get across. And Xantares in a 1-on-3. Surely not possible now. GODSENT have done so much work to get it to the overtime, and they do secure it. 15-15 on the board.
No. We're in the wrong industry.
No, we're not. We're not players. It's fine.
There you go. Finally, that aggression into middle has been punished.
It's Maiden pre-scoped. Gets on the line. Jump could be heard, and that's going to be a nice way to equalise Molly deep. Tizian going to be forced off the line up on top of the bricks, though. Sticko just lays in wait and just going to wait for his perfect moment to strike.
Tabson should be a freebie on 12 HP. 10 actually does steal that kill away, but Maiden, look at this aggression, pushing up the scaffold. He's going to get behind them, but he's missed the shot. Oh, no. He's been punished for that. 2-on-3. Is it going to be a factor heading later into this round? Well, that's mostly up to Keto and Searson.
Well, we've seen them turn around so many 2-on-3s and 4-on-5s. Can't take it for granted, and Keto's doing it again, Mac.
Oh, and there's a chance here, but Searson Goes for the pre-aim and doesn't actually spot Sticko in the corner. So,
fortunately, it doesn't work out for Big, and now they're trailing 2. GODSENT looking to make it 3 in a row, and if that is any indication, that should be around for GODSENT, because every time they've lost that first pick, they've ended up winning the round. He's just threaded the needle right through the defense, and he's going to creep up under the boost here. Crystal hasn't spotted him. Never mind. Perfect timing. Just pops his head up. Deals with that.
Farley going to be isolated, but that smoke at least gives some space for Big to get the bomb plant down.
A 2-on-4 then to hold off this retake for Big, and they want to get themselves at least this round in the first half of overtime, because it has been without any gain for them so far. Not going to be fun going into the second half down 0-3. Zan coming from the back. Yeah,
a couple flashes on Searson to send Xantaras into the line.
This should be a freebie. It's just a matter of when. Zen just taking his sweet time now. That's going to be the first strike. Xantaras needs to do it all himself. 1v4. And he almost gets it. Just couldn't get the last spray transfer. Maiden, great trade at least coming in to secure all 3.
It's going to be the ramp contest into this execute.
Zen actually gets the kill onto Crystal through the smoke, jumping up and down on the site. Big rotation coming in from Big at the moment. GODSENT are committing to the A bomb site, so that's good news at least for the CT side. Xantaras. He's going to try and deal with more. He thought the body might have been a player, but in the end he's okay. He still gets rid of Zan and now has to deal with Maiden, who rolls around the corner from scaffolding. Finds the trade at the very least, and through the smoke, Sticko catches Tabs, and now a 3-on-3, and it's on the precipice for Big.
Flanked in from Keto.
And that's some great cover as well, but Keto brings it to the 2-on-2. Let's see if Big can work their way back in. Tizian, they seem to be aware that he's in lobby. They're 100% on this, and Farley deals with it nicely. This could be the end, boys. GODSENT, man advantage. Keto, what can you do to salvage this round?
He's going to have to do something special, isn't he? But time is really running out. Pop flash up in the air. See if you can catch anyone with that. Peeks into the site. Smoke down on the bomb. It's a Hail Mary here, but he can't make it happen. Maiden will finish it off for GODSENT. And now...
I think that's kind of what GODSENT's going for here. Very, very quick approach from Big straight up into Con. He got the smoke onto jungle side, and Maiden's trying to find some openers before they get too deep. Sticko's done a decent job from Palace there, as well as Farlig on the A side. So...
well, there's a chance, and that's if Big hit their shots and come out swinging, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing, although spotted finally Farlig. Makes his way through. Sticko going to be first point of contact under balcony, but it's going to be Farlig to find the first. Sticko with another, and Farlig with the triple.
Occupation.
Also do, yes.
Shitty Magician.
And Farlig goes in with Maiden. That's going to be a solid bit of control coming in.
Lets Xantaras know what's up. This is going to be a very late hit into the B bomb side, and that is one of the ways, I guess, that you're going to get in. I was going to say he's going to take some magical shots, and Big have got it. 15 seconds, they're walking their way into the site. You can hear the chat going off at the moment. Someone's not happy about that one.
Okay, Tabson down to 20, almost burning alive completely. Xantaras still waiting at top mid, knows that aggression was coming through, but the trade comes out, and it's Keto last alive on site as Xantaras tries to make his way in through apartments, jumping across to Zen to trade, and this is looking good now. There should be some cover already on the defuse. Zen's actually tapped it, but they've got plenty of time to play with Maiden, with a kit. He's going to try and go on the aggressive. Demolly buying so much time. Xantaras fully aware that that one was not smoked, and now the time starts to tick down. Xantaras has to get on the line shortly. Covers there, and it's connected. Zen, great shot to close it out for GODSENT.
Something in that nature.
Now, I want to preface this as well. GODSENT gets 75% of their rounds on that CT side.
From 2 maps. From 2 maps. Not a good sample size.
Okay. Does he even get checked? Xantaras seems to be aware. He's going to be clearing it. Great headshot to kick things off. There's a flash out the window. Zen can't see a thing. But he's going to be traded through. Maiden's still just hiding here at bench now. Let's see if he can deny the bomb plant, maybe, or if he's going to be filtered out. 1 and not a second. That should be the round for Big already.
That's pretty unfortunate for GODSENT. They had all the info, but they just didn't hit their shots.
Yeah, I think they had a pretty good setup, to be honest. If I've got, like, one player up on top of balcony... Oh, hold on. Okay. Goes in with a sniff here.
There's a chance. What's he got? Oh, Bink on to Searson. Dinked, if you will, and now he just needs that one more shot. Line not going to be held by his teammate, and this could be at least another found. Now Tapson going to be stuck there at Get Right, but he will fight his way out of the round. And Big secure of first.
I don't know when, Mac.
Good, because I didn't.
What does when even mean?
That's the point. Sticko.
One man advantage for Big.
Oh!
They've given it up. Sticko, he's found that pick onto Tabson, who's just sort of dry walking up connected there. Big now starting to walk up A.
I think he might just have the timing. No, Sis, and a little bit too fast on the trigger this time. Sticko and Maiden are going to be forced out to fight, and fight together they shall. Bomb down A main now. Keto needs to try to get something done, but it's going to be Maiden holding perfectly. Tizian coming in from the side, but it's not going to be enough. 40 seconds to play with now, and Sticko very confident on the repeat.
1 on 3. Let's see what Tizian can do. Been sharp so far today, but not enough to deal with the AWP.
Except Sticko isolated, won't overextend, so
gets
away.
That is such a weird fight to go the way of the CTs at that point in the round. Like, you got to be feeling hard done by if you're Big.
Awkward for Tizian, who might just be put in the crossfire if he can't find one of the men here. Farley able to hold the line onto Balk. Can he trade this one? Tizian, great patience.
Well, here we go. Misses the flick, and he's punished for it, but they do still have to deal with Maiden, whom they don't expect on the bomb site. Tizian drops 28 seconds, and Searson catches him as he floats out into no man's land. There was a chance for GODSENT, a numbers advantage even for them, but they can't hang on to it, and now a difficult post-plant retake. No util, apart from that one flash on Sen. Numbers disadvantage. This one might be better off being called right here for GODSENT. Their money's not that good.
Seems like they're just trying to make this one expensive. You look at Big's money here. Every player that they can pick on their way out of the site is going to be absolute gold. Zen finds Xantaras in towards apartments there. Searson caught on the off angle. Actually, I think GODSENT are going for this one.
Okay.
Might be too late. Don't have time.
Yeah, they don't have time. Zen was already away in towards mid, but they've made it very expensive for Big there. Only Keto survives. You're seeing post this explosion. Look at the money on Big.
Big spray over towards the B bomb site of utility. Smokes are going flying in there, but Crystal could be good for one with the Deagle. Probably needs it. And did a lot of damage, to be fair, but no kill. Maiden on the rotate up short, though. Has managed to find one and San another. The guns are being put to good work. Maiden, he has 2 now, and it's just a couple. In fact, only 1 remaining on the bomb site. Tizian, he's flanked from all angles. And GODSENT have won a miracle round from GODSENT today. San has been spotted, but he's still going to be a thorn in Big's side, even if they can deal with him. Look at that big peek from Maiden right on top of Ticket Booth. He does get the kill, but he's going to lose both of his teammates. Stiko can't deny the bomb plant. Farlick does just get Xantaras, equalizing the numbers somewhat, but Maiden a 1 on 3 required. Does just need to spam through this smoke, and he does.
Okay.
Catching Keto. Tabson's low. Tizian full HP.
Well, bomb's not going to be planted for Tizian, though, so if Tabson goes down, which he will not, he does the downing himself. As
It's a good start for GODSENT. Although, even when they have started with the initial frag, some of these rounds have been a little bit touch and go. This one, though, on the other hand, is looking like it may be pretty clean. Maiden has got himself another frag there as well. 3 on 5, big posturing. 1 player in Palace, a couple over towards the B bomb side, or at least that's the direction that they're headed in.
It's quite a good play in this current scenario.
Keto, he's found, so nice pick again. Zen doing some great work. 2 on the board already, and looks like it's going to be Big, just using brute force up short, but they're going to slow it down. Boost onto the double blocks, and that's going to be cleared out by Searson, as Xantara's very worried about the flank, just looking to cover each other's tails. Crystal with the line, and might be able to find both. This should be the half.
Should be indeed. Searson has been doing okay for Big on this T side, but hasn't had too much assistance from the rest of the boys either way.
I'm going to go towards this B site.
Stack's not here, though. Let's see if Xantaras can tap some heads. Found one already. As Maiden makes his way across the side, it's going to be Xantaras to try to clean up, but Sticko trades it out nicely, and that's going to be the 3 on 3 for the retake.
Yeah, nice smoke to go into the market window as well, and bomb plant can go down as a result. 3 on 3, as you say, Mac. Defuse kit in hand for Tizian, but some decent post plants for GODSENT at the moment, and Big are going to send it out onto the site. Immediately, Zan does drop. Now it's onto Stiko at bench to try and salvage. Tizian drops, and so does Tabson. Well, there's 3 over toward B right now, and they're at the moment staying there, so wonder if that's worked. Rotation starting to come in from the CT side. CSN misses a shot, punished for it. Tizian by Firebox has done a lot of damage, but there's a headshot to greet him as he peeks back on out. It's Antares and Tabs that might be the saving graces for Big. The rotation comes across and it's enough. The CTs will win themselves around, and GODSENT will be left wanting for now. Flash in.
Oh, beautiful timing.
Unfortunate, doesn't really work out for him. And there's another trade coming through. Ten has got himself a kill. So 4-on-3 right now. Big advantage for GODSENT.
Oh, and I think Zentaros was just barely spotted. But, perfect timing on the peak, denying the plant. That's some extra on the clock for Big to work with now, but Maiden still not spotted here at stairs, able to play over the top of the smoke, and he finds another on Akido. Zentaros just doing all the work himself right now. Searson in the mix, one onto Sticko and Maiden. They know where he is, they know where he was playing, but he's only got 10 seconds to get this pick, get the bomb, and try to plant it.
He might just be able to get this one, though. Antares not prepared for the push. 51 HP here for Maiden. Has to move quickly and has to plant safe from jungle, which at the moment he's not quite. Searson probably gets him here, and he backs up into the wrong angle. If he would have gone towards CT, he'd have been fine.
Bit more of a contest earlier in the round towards middle this time around.
Tabson, good work early.
Just so many early picks for Big.
Is that a missed window smoke?
I think
from
it is.
GODSENT? That's really not great. Tabson's taken full advantage of that, and they've lost the man advantage.
Ooh, silent boost in a window comes through, though. No one at jungle to hear it, and this could be the round changer if Maiden makes his way through and flanks into that B side, although Tabson, how's the timing? It's good, but the aim for Maiden is just one bit better. Now, re-swinging in, it's Searson to trade. That's going to be a second for the round. 2v4 situation. GODSENT, can they fight their way back? No, Searson too sharp on the AWP, and it looks like it could be the AWP to finish as well. Kido, the secondary overthrew apartments. That's a big round for Big. A lot of attention coming up Con, but this crossfire is looking pretty damn good. Searson waiting for the peak to come through, and he should go down. All right, 3-on-2 now. This is the A site found, and Big need to go for the retake.
This is the round that GODSENT has to win. They can get the bomb plant down. It's open, but they've given up a kill. Still, Maiden trades it down, so it's okay. 2-on-1. Xantara's deadly, though, today for Big, and he might be able to make this one happen. He can try to keep it alive for them. Knows the position of Maiden. Goes around the corner, but he can't win that duel. 29-12 now for Maiden.
The waterfall. Although that's going to be stopped for the moment. Great utility coming out at the right moment for Big.
Don't know how I feel about this one for GODSENT. Here comes the util, but Tizian's in the perfect spot to shut it down. Oh, that's why you can't just run out through a smoke from Palace. Just Searson helps him out, but Tizian was the man in that round, and it's Zan left alive here for GODSENT. So we're back to square one.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like a really weird play from GODSENT.
There's an incendiary to greet all of the utility that's been thrown in by GODSENT on B. Nade's going to be a great one. Actually doesn't do too much, but Xantares has already done some damage. Still, he can only get one this time, and that might not be enough. Keto is on the bomb site, and he'll be helped out by that rotation of Tabson. Misses a shot, however, and punished for it. But the trades do come back on through from Big. They're so quick on these rotates, and GODSENT are just not quick enough into the bomb sites, which leaves it on Sand. 1-on-3. Has got the first. Knows there's another there as well, because it was a boost. Trades out the AK, and he had the right idea.
That was brave from Tabson.
Yeah, right now it's Big with the momentum. Speaking of, they're going to go for the very close setup in their main. 2 there, Searson, that's the entry. Big flash to set that one up. Zent, he's fallen.
A slow creep in toward B, and the flashes to push Searson off the line, but GODSENT needs some clean entries, and that's about it. Maiden does well, has the AK in hand now too, and Xantares can't get really a whole lot done from short, so maybe, just maybe, this can be the round that GODSENT have been looking for. 3-on-3, the post plant. You've got Maiden and Farlik in that post plant.
Missed smoke creates space for Keto to actually walk out market here.
Just trying to wrap around. The bench player needs to hit. It's Maiden, who's been so solid for GODSENT, but he's going to be spotted. Great flick. Keto wants some more. He's going to be stuck at empty pillar, and it's all up to Maiden. Has to get past 3 now. Can't quite isolate. It's Keto to get it over the line, and Big take us to overtime again.
and
how's-
that's not a great picture.
How's Zentara's going overall? Man was absolutely smacking him over on the A side. It's actually pretty even across the board for Big, whereas GODSENT just have Maiden straight out in front on 31 kills so far.
Yeah, they got a couple of players firing up as well. Again, CSGO, after not seeing anything in middle, has taken matters into his own hands and just walked up middle to gather that information for Big. GODSENT trying to contest from underpass. Unfortunately, the M4A1S for tabseN, he's having a 97 in 4 kind of day, and he goes down to that AWP. That's a sad state of affairs, but CSGO here, that's a cheeky angle. There's no way you expect an AWP on that line from Maiden. You are very hard done by, and the Molotov to even secure his safety there. Good teamwork from Big, and he just peeks out. What?
Well,
Okay, he just loses his life.
who's feeling confident, at the very least, you can say that much. Now there's some util that's being thrown in onto A. It's a fake rather than anything else, though, and we'll see where the Big are going to rotate Xantaros across.
A lot of very awkward duels, but after all said and done, GODSENT just pick up the pace into this B site. Keto, can he pick one on the cross? Does indeed. Very nicely evening up the numbers, and a flick as well. That's massive, and that's the bomb dropped.
Yeah, you can't be letting that happen, GODSENT. They had it on a silver platter, and now they haven't even been able to get into the B bomb site. Crystal's working his way through mid, and Farley doesn't win this duel. There's no chance. He's going to expect Tizian there. 1 on 3 for Crystal.
He's twisted his ankle.
He's lost the round now. He can't get through that molly.
That was a bit of a non-round, you know. It was one of those cases of like, oh, quick ladder control there for GODSENT. Maiden up there in the key position. Keto coming out on the timing. Unfortunately missing his shot where CSGO connected. So a 1-for-1.
CSGO still trying to fight through Con now, but he gives up the line at that moment. Oh, timing.
Wow, the repeat. The great saves Maiden's life there.
There's the entry. B site now completely open, but Maiden's going to be falling as he over-aggresses into window. And now, oh, there's just traded positions. Crystal's going to say, hey, A's clean. But you've got Tizian, who's actually gone down as he's pushed into T-spawn. Yeah. So over-rotation from Big leaves A site open. Let's see if Zen's going to be able to hear anything from here in ladder.
I think Crystal's communicated that one quite nicely. Oh, it seemed quite aware that that push was coming in, instantly punished by Stiko, who is going to get smoked and onto the bomb site. The push into CT spawn from Crystal gets punished by tabseN. This round getting messy. Zen in ladder.
Look at where Zen is there. This is going to be huge. If CSGO doesn't check it, there's no way you do.
It's such a weird round. It's just stuff happening everywhere.
Stiko doesn't win the duel, though, so this is going to be onto Zen, who's only on 31 HP. Now, he's got a lot of util to play with here. A molly onto the bomb would be nice, but he's not going to be able to throw it from there, and does hit the shot. So a sigh of relief for GODSENT, I'm sure.
Smoke onto jungle side as Big come-up connector.
That's sharp from Maiden. Can't actually hang on for the second, though. tabseN's good for the trade, and the util comes on in. Crystal at least there, and they've dropped the bomb. Where? How is the bomb there, guys? Bomb's in jungle.
Window's not the bomb site?
Bit of a rough situation to be in, and Crystal's going to continue fighting there for control of the objective. And he's done a very good job as well, finding another kill as Xantaros looks to equalize. Flash there, Stiko.
Great flash. Crystal's done it all in this round. He's got 2 kills. He's helped Stiko out with that flash. GODSENT are back to 17-17, still hanging in the balance. 4-16 as far as CT to T is concerned.
44-16.
Not including overtime.
In favor of CT.
Yeah, in regulation times.
Oh, well, that's going to be another one. Stiko with an opening, unable to get more than one, but Tizian doubles down for the A-site control, and now GODSENT need to regroup, need to re-pressure here in CT because Keto's been sent in.
It's not looking good for GODSENT, is it? 3 on 4 for the retake. Farley just falls off the line in time, but re-peaks, does get the kill onto Keto. Now things are starting to hang back in the balance again. Tizian's low on HP, fair bit of util for the CTs here, but time of the essence. Tizian, will he get mollied out of Firebox? Yes is the answer. Pushed off with the line, can't find the frag, and it's 2 on 2.
Great util usage. Smoke on the molly to get back through, and tabseN, CSGO both able to play with contact with one another. CSGO through the smoke. Barely even saw that one. Crystal, he's just going to go straight for the defuse, and Big don't give him any room. That's going to be match point. What's the approach this time? Big sending 4 men into mid straight away. That's going to be a nice entry from Farley over on short.
Just keep gunning it straight up con into yet another AWP, and now they're going to have to play from a 3 on 5.
There's an entry. Keto finding Maiden over towards A main, though. Sticko dealing with that nicely. Both remaining players starting to make their way up. Con, Tabson there at stairs are trying to work the angle, but it's Zen to find it. Zentara is falling essentially for free, and Tabson has to find all four to keep this map alive.
Not going to be an easy task for him at all, but hey, he's got some time to work with. Sees Sticko by Firebox, knows Zen is at triple.
Oh.
And he's got the first frag. 1 out of 4. Unwinnable position that it would be a miracle to get it over the line, and he's just locked onto stairs. Finally falls as he 3 on 5 immediately from the outset.
Crystal repositioning to Van at a perfect moment. Tizian, nice timing, unable to double it down as Tabson and Sisson need to fight their way back in. Tabson up short now, hasn't been spotted. That's a freebie onto Crystal, who's repositioned yet again. And there's 2 men here to get past. Farley hits the first as Sisson just waits for a bit of over-aggression. Shoots to cover the drop sound, and it's going to work nicely. Farley falling, Searson isolating the fights as Maiden starts to dance around the window pillar. How's the timing? Searson ready, and Sticko on the flank is not going to be able to make his way in time, but spots it. 26 HP remains for Searson.
Does a lot of damage to him at the very least. 26 HP, Pilski.
Yeah, this is where Searson gets to potentially choose his position to plant and pay that post plant from. He is going to go towards default. Has got the Molotov, so even if he wants to try to play towards default or something like that, or towards ramp, he could drop the molly. Sticko does have a smoke, but Searson going to keep things simple. Plays towards the firebox here, looking for a quick scope or a no scope to be able to close this round out.
He could be literally anywhere right now as far as Sticko is concerned. He was quite slow to come into this bomb site, so that gave time for Searson to really just go wherever he wanted to. Smoke down on the bomb. Sticko's going to try and touch it, and this is too easy. That is the cherry on the top for Searson. Well, GODSENT. Just 1 round. Let's not get too concerned yet. Farlik starts off well again on the CT side, but he is going to be finished by Tabson. So Big do maintain control of mid.
At least for the time being, but they're going to forfeit it. Smoking over towards the top of connector there. Just trying to keep GODSENT interested as they reroute back towards A.
Oh, the dry push. Sticko with the timing and Searson, the man that single-handedly won the round for Big in the previous. He's gone, he's down.
Still a 3 on 4 is workable for Big. They're making their way out onto the bomb site. Tizian and Zantara is leading that charge while Tabson comes through from the underpass. Sam needs to be very careful doing that because Tizian's liable to peek him. Tabson's also found a kill. There's a good headshot onto 1, but he needs more here, Tan, and he can't quite get it. He's done damage, but he doesn't have a kill. Tabson will drop in the connector, and it's just Tizian now in CT spawn. Trying to deal with this 1-on-2. Has the bomb planted favorably for him. Molotov flies past his screen, but that's going to be it. GODSENT will get themselves numbers advantage, of course, for GODSENT, but not too much counter utility to work with here. It's going to be down to this crossfire, and San, he'll let Crystal deal with that one.
Santaras could be the key player here. If he slips into a pretty good position as these smokes start to fade towards short, he could definitely make something happen.
Could indeed. Doesn't know yet that Crystal is at the pole, and well, now he has that information. So Tan has to take the challenge out in the open on the bomb site. Will win the duel. Didn't hear the drop perhaps, or at least wasn't prepared for Tabson to roll around the corner. And this is now Big's chance to really manage a second round on the T side. It'd be big news if they were able to do that. Keto wins the duel against Maiden.
Sticko making huge noise coming through apartments, and Big no 2-on-1 situation. Keto just 6 HP, 1 bullet will do it, but Tabson misses. Now Sticko just edging forward, 15 in the mag, and that's going to be 20 on the board for Big as we send it into the second half.
GODSENT have shown a tendency to actually throw a few B executes here and there during their regulation time. It's not a full execute this time, and Keto has found Crystal. This is starting to fall apart for GODSENT. Another frag goes the way of Big. This time it's Zantara's to chime in. And a 5-on-3 is what GODSENT will have to negotiate if they want to keep this 2-0 dream alive.
Keto on a solid line. Farley silently makes his way into window, and this could be a factor now. Both other players starting to make their way through lowers and into con.
I don't know if they have the time, Mac. It's 28 seconds and they're still walking around like it's the mid-round. There's no picks to be gained here. Big is very much on the extremities, and CSGO is ripping them apart again from triple.
Farley's gone in towards the B-bomb site. Stiko's going to have to follow him. There's nowhere else to go. They need more entries on B, and they haven't got them. It's all down to Stiko, who's been doing well this map, but this is unwinnable, surely.
Oh, and there's just no time.
And now it is, because he's not been able to land that spray, and that's going to be that big 22-19. Double overtime, but they've pushed it through to map number 3. They've gotten it done.
To start things off, not only do they not have the momentum, having lost that last map. So, let's see what they got for us. Dueling across outside for the time being, taking a few duels with tabseN, which are not going too well. His USP seems quite on point at this point, but Farley, that P250 sharp indeed.
Nice couple of shots from Farley, but he's going to need a bit more than that. Still 3 players from Big to deal with, and CSGO walks right into lobby, gets rid of Stiko. A 3-on-4, and now it's a 3-on-0. Big will win the pistol round.
Keen to see what GODSENT has to offer us. They do have that AWP, a good disparity of utility across the board.
Ooh, crossing safely. Farley just waiting for a peek there through Squeaky. Bit of sound going to be made. Actually, that's just CSGO actually manages to get one in through Hut. Oh no, that was over through Squeaky.
Already showing some signs that Big are feeling a bit comfortable here on Nuke, but Farley has been impressive so far. Orb duels on the T side have been quite good. Xantares recognizes he's in danger. The spider sensors were tingling. And he's going to drop back down into B. Crystal also works his way forward, but does he check the angle for CSGO?
He's going to make his way into windows. It's quite a crucial position. Zen still lurking around in lobby trying to punish that CT aggression. He might get the opportunity to do so. Fortunately goes down, but in the meanwhile, Crystal is checking for any additional CTs so he can get maximum value out of this kill. And he will find Xantares as well. Nicely done.
Sharp shots from Crystal. Let's see if Keto can sneak his way back behind enemy lines again.
Doesn't look like he's going to have much of a chance of that. Crystal. What a great round. 3 kills. The Big have a weaker economy at the moment, so they're expecting something, some sort of a curveball. And CSGO can be that curveball. Farley not able to win that duel, which leaves it to the rest of GODSENT to get rid of CSGO. As he backs away into secret, he's going to be okay.
This round's getting a bit messy. GODSENT a little bit one-dimensional. Only other little angle to that push they had was Stiko, who dies walking out the door there.
Zen looking to reroute straight back towards the A side. Keto spotted, but that's enough attention drawn. It's TzYan from the side to find another as tabseN dances around here, ring around the rosy with Crystal. They know he's last alive. It's a matter of timing. tabseN falls, but TzYan, quick trade, 4 alive at the end for Big.
Either way, Xantares surrounded now without too much assistance until CSGO makes his way down Megaton. Doesn't look like he's in a rush though.
Probably not feeling too much pressure right now, Xantares, because he's just dancing around and doing it himself. CSGO in for the trade. That's a 3-for-1 as they enter the bomb site. And Farley's going to have to do it himself. AK in hand. Definitely workable, but 45 seconds.
I think he was spotted there going back to double doors. He's certainly been heard now. Crossfire established, but tabseN just jiggles on his own.
All 5 of them. Very sneaky.
Oh, Stiko going loud. And now trying to fake the rotation away, but Big seem to be aware of the situation. Xantares already on the lower side. Again, just going to play around the rafters.
Is he in dark or is he on windows?
Next to windows. Just trying to play the off angle. But yeah, TzYan deals with that wrap perfectly, and Xantares has a lot of men about to filter out of decon for him.
Yeah, but he's been really, really solid so far on this B bomb site, so you expect him to get at least one. CSGO probably also gets one here because there's a big hole in that smoke, and Maiden peeks right into it. Oh, Xantares, he doesn't even get a single frag because CSGO stole it away from him. Not that it matters too much. Big will be happy. 3-on-2. Zan starts to work his way up, but can't save Crystal. So it's a 1-on-3 post plant, and CSGO has done it all himself. 4 kills.
16 and 1.
He's insane. So where to from here? 2 rounds left in the half. GODSENT might be able to salvage if they can capitalise. As Crystal goes for a very aggressive play to Outers, but CSGO again just going to be in the perfect position to stop them.
All of that utility invested, like so many smokes, and he just rolls around the corner and gets orked. In the meanwhile, though, GODSENT, they've made a little bit of space down in towards lowers. Keto trying to get in position towards windows, though. Mud was cleaned out pretty quickly because he's getting flushed out by the molly, and GODSENT going to try and get that bomb down now.
4-on-3. It's a big advantage for GODSENT. The first time that they've had it in a post plant. They've got tabs in as well. So CSGO and Tizian, well, they're not going to have second thoughts about this because they've got so much money that they may as well just throw everything at this round. GODSENT might just find themselves their third, which I'm not sure is going to be enough.
As 4 players survive at the end. Orb carried across for CSGO.
Delayed at the door. Big have got a perfect idea of what's going on. They've got all these players in the perfect positions, and in come the execute.
Keto's in a good spot, and Crystal's not going to check it. I think he might have been flashed there as well. Either way, it's not really going to matter. GODSENT have lost 2 players, and they haven't made any inroads. Stiko tapping through the vent, won't have any success, and now it's just Zan, but he's been spotted as well, and the half is fading away from GODSENT. 12-3. It might not just be the half, but it might be the series as well.
Still, he's on the dualies. Going to do something cute here as the Annex split comes in.
Love a bit of the dualies, and that's not gone too well at all for Big. GODSENT are here to play the CT pistol, and you blink and you miss it. It's over.
Oh, Farlig. He's across into secret.
Oh,
he's just been plucked out of the air by CSGO, and there's a man advantage for Big. A little more pressure on GODSENT, and they've lost another pick. CSGO's on fire, man.
Uh-oh. Okay, look, let's just hold our horses a little bit here. We've started to get a bit excited.
Scout tags, AWP picks. Crystal's threaded the needle into lobby. No one's actually got a check on this.
Well, let's see if someone hangs around. No. Okay, Crystal, perfect timing. Stays silent, Maiden with the contact, and this could be where GODSENT get back into the round. If Crystal can just get in behind enemy lines. No! Whips the spray. And they know exactly where Maiden is as well. 40 seconds, they can go wherever they want, but they're going to commit to the plant here, over on the B side.
Oh dear.
Nice line being held by Farley over towards red, but this time it is going to be Tees trying to make their way into upper. Tabson wrapping around and manages to deal with GODSENT already. Looks like history won't be repeating itself this time. Maiden and Stick go last 2 alive. Maiden actually finds the double. Might have got ahead of myself. Stick go now going to be left last alive. Has the angle onto Searson. Oh, nade. Forces him back and down to 16 HP. Bomb still in the hands of the CTs.
Stiko's going to have to do something superhuman here to keep GODSENT in this fight. CSGO admittedly is down on 16 HP, so there's a chance, but Tabson puts that to bed. 3-1.
Making it extremely costly for Big in the previous, but Big, so many other clean rounds, has allowed that economy to build. And now just posturing to go for maybe an uppers hit. Tizzy and just waiting for the smoke to fade. He's lining something up here. Is Big happy just to hold their default?
Not a bad start. Madden gets rid of Tizian, who has been pretty influential for Big, actually. 18 and 9 so far in the map. So GODSENT find themselves at least a small silver lining.
Out smokes coming through. Sticko unable to deal with that, and that is another for Big. Keto down to 3 HP, so barely surviving the outers. Actually falling. Farlick drops that molly, and he's going to be heard rotating here. Tabson might just find the timing, but Farley, does he get away? Or slides back into Annex now, but he thinks the outers is clear, so let's see if the timing works for Tabson as he reroutes back towards the upper side. Farley looks back, and timing favors him this time.
Only just. It's going to be Searson and Xantaros getting into the B bomb site, though. That's where we want to keep our eyes on. Madden has worked his way across the control room, and he's sitting in there. Xantaros throws the molly, doesn't check the close corner, and that'll be his undoing. Searson has a 1-on-3 to deal with here, but we've seen that before. It didn't quite go that way, but...
No, I think that's the final version. Don't think it's happening this time.
I'll have to check.
Wow, that's a lot of players down the vent.
Yeah, that's 4 players down the vent. Okay, so that's dealt with nicely. Tabson falling over towards Annex as he tries to go for the drop. Zentaras opens up on the B site, and this might just be all she wrote.
Farlig's going to sit inside of that molly for a little bit, and actually it allows the bomb to go down here for Big. Back to the 4-on-3 because Searson has chimed in early in this retake with the AWP. Madden and Farlig left alive. Zen is going to drop, and it's all onto Farlig. This might be the last dying breath for GODSENT. They put in a good series so far, but Farlig has it all to do on his own. 1-on-3. Works his way across. There's a good headshot on Taquito, tapping the bomb now. Actually, he's going to sit the defuse. Ballsy play, and it won't work out this time. Big do eventually finish the map off. 16-7, a marathon series from them.